Hi there, this is UrsidaeGamer, and I am back with Slay the Princess. And now we have to uncover a new path to follow. I'm sure it's going to be fine. I'm sure it'll be easy. Let's see, what one haven't I done? I've done that. I haven't done that. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Thank you, narrator. You're so honest and truthful. We've done this rigmarole once more. We can
The interior of the cabin
forward
is almost
it
entirely
a bit.
bare. The blade
Pristine
is your...
blade. Now, should I take the blade? Should I take the blade? You know what? I'm going to take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Shing.
It'd be rather...
And we enter the basement once more.
Who's there?
Back to intimidating, threatening. I like it. Now, do I just continue? Or do I question? You know what? I'm going to question it. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
She is very confident.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
I don't need surprise. I am simply exactly the hero.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
Yeah, get your mind out of the gutter.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
No, I wasn't. What? No way. Why would you even think that? Yeah, it wasn't a joke. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Steel your nerves and step forward. I could just lunge forward. Should I, though? What? No way. Why would you even think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
Oh, maybe I have a cake and I'm gonna carve you a piece instead of carve you. Well, I did say I was here to kill you.
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it.
Okay, now I think you're an idiot.
Don't you dare.
Exactly. I'm not gonna drop the
It's
knife.
fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I could... You know what? You know what? Fuck it. I'll listen to the hero. Oh, brave and intelligent. Clearly intelligent hero. I'll drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
I beg your finest pardon, narrator. I am not scared. I'm not trembling like some little weak leaf shaking on a branch. I simply let go of the blade.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Sure thing.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
We could have easily had a conversation where we were, but all right.
We'll be fine.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Yeah, I probably will. Hand-to-hand combat with her before was already deemed a mistake.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
A relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
A very, very simple relationship at that. Yeah, sure. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I didn't ask you.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't...
A key?
Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
In what manner? In what measure?
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
You know, I have not taken that route before.
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
Well, what do you think she's suggesting? Picking the lock with the blade, cutting off her hand, killing us? What are you thinking?
She is. I'm sure of it.
Well, what are you thinking? I know what I'm thinking. I just said it. I had 3 options there. You said 9. None of them. I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Why?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Okay, that dialogue is similar, but a little different than the one I had before. With the other version of you that wasn't as bold, let's say.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
That's a good question.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
And this is another good question I've wondered myself, because if you are capable of ending the world, what is a simple chain on a wall going to accomplish? What is that going to do? Ultimately, you could just snap your fingers and poof, Armageddon, right? I don't know. I don't understand the rules that apply here. Deflect. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I have been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them. I don't know. With her threatening tone, it's less trustworthy than the one previously that I had this conversation kind of with. So what are you going to do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding.
I love the deadpan look of like, are you seriously asking me that? Like, what a fucking dumbass. What a chump. Look at this. Look, I'm stuck with this guy. This guy who's literally like dangling my freedom and chance of world-ending terror. A moron. That's the look you got, and I love it. It's great.
She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life.
That's not the look she's giving that I thought she's giving, but hey, you know better than me, hero.
She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think she even knows what answer I want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful.
Again, you could try me.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
And the blade is on the floor.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
No, they didn't.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
You make a fair point.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
It could just be because I'm a moron, and you're also an idiot. So, you know, that could be the simple reason right there.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
That's a different response.
But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
You make a very, very fair point. I don't know you, but I find your confidence and directness. I very much like that.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
Do you trust me?
So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
I don't know, actually. Because again, the narrator, I don't know. I'm kind of not trusting him fully.
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
No, you've made that argument before. What's your name? How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
I don't get much of an answer out of you either, and that does bother me. What is your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Same as before. Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
I think I've made a choice.
You know why you're here.
Do I, narrator? Slay the princess. I'm getting you out of here. I'm going to keep you locked away down here. I've done that before. I'm getting you out of here. I'm going to free you. Because what's the worst that's going to happen, right?
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
I am not. I'm quite serious.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Well, that was stupid.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
You know what? I don't think it is, but sure. I'll just turn around, turn my back to you. The knife nearby on the floor that I'm sure you can't reach with your long chain. And take a look.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Are you sure? And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. You know, I'll take a gander. I'll take a look. I'll go wander and meander up there and see if I can find a key. How about?
I'll be here.
It's not like you're going to go anywhere, right? Right? Yeah, I'm sure she'll be fine here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Now that's just unfair. That is unfair. So much for choice, am I right?
Is someone else here?
Hey, let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Was it you, narrator? Is it you? It kind of feels like it was your hand in that.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Yes. Try the door, I can try it at least.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
You keep saying that. I guess I'll return downstairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
But I've made a different choice. I am the decider of my own fate. Even though you've prevented me from returning upstairs, I am still the decider of my fate, narrator.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Everyone, right.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
They did indeed.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Well, that was a quick decision on your part. You sure about that?
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Why? Save the princess. Slay the princess. Oh, this feels like a really good moment that I could just strike without her realizing. But we've come this far. I'm going to choose to be your benefactor and save you. So don't beat me into a bloody pulp, and don't end the world, please? Pretty please?
Against your better judgment,
Ooh.
you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Oh yeah, she's really unbothered by that. An incredibly painful experience.
You cut into her flesh.
And bone.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it.
Oh.
Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
I love your focus, as terrifying as it is.
She didn't so much as utter a sound.
No, she did not.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
We're friends now, right?
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
No, not one bit.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
After you, my princess. You go right ahead, and I will follow your lead. Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
But narrator, I've made the choice here, and you are simply to narrate the choices I make. Isn't that right?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No, it does not.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
How dare you take control of me? How dare you warn... Oh, there's a warn her. There is a warn her. So yeah, we warning her. Hey, look out, I'm gonna stab you.
Stop that.
No, how dare you?
I thought this was a little too easy.
Hey, I warned you. I helped you.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
I am not in control of my faculties. Please don't hurt me.
Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
And yet we were on our way already for me getting out alive. Strange how that was working. And now resist is still an option. Good. I resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
No, I'm a stubborn ass. No, I refuse.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you?
I am.
I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Thank you. So please don't murder me.
I'll make this quick.
Never mind.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
So I'm going to be slain either way, even when I tried to help you.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Man, love how cold you are.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
This is the end, isn't it?
Yeah, we're dying. Again.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Well, it would have been if you didn't force me to try and murder her against my will. It might have gone a completely different path, narrator. Chapter 2. The Prisoner. Who's the prisoner? Me?
You're on a path in the woods.
That would make more sense now. Oh, you bastard! You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time.
You can. You are more than just a narrator. You took control of my actions and choices. So you are not fully honest with me.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess.
We just have to keep trying.
Ah, the voice of a skeptic. That's what we need. Thank you.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way.
I think he does remember, though.
You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
I bet it is if you already know all the secrets and tricks, right?
And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Yes. So much detail in those stakes, too. And let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did happen already. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened... The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess.
I like you. I don't know if I like you more or the stubborn one, or the hunted. Really, I like the other. The hero is my least liked one.
You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting.
Okay.
But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
Well, I hate to break this to you, Mr. Narrator, Mr. Professional Narrator. Just because I say something mean to you, like you're a dumbass, doesn't mean you get to make the princess kill me. Like, granted, if she actually is evil and capable of ending the world, forcing me to kill her because I tried to free her, yeah, okay, fair. That would be a fair, valid point. But I don't trust you. I don't trust you. Professional. Yeah.
Sure you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything?
Don't
If you're
mock me.
asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
And what, pray tell, are the consequences? That we died? Well, we're alive. And another world ended? Perhaps, perchance, maybe, I don't know.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself?
We've gone
If it's
over
the latter,
that.
what do you think happened after you died?
Dunno.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Or maybe again, you're lying to me. I don't know.
What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul.
Precisely. Yes, this is exactly it. She could have just said, yeah, I'm free. Fuck y'all. I'm doing my own shit now. Or she ended the world. But we don't know, do we?
Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are.
Okay, narrator. Why are the four of us here, then? You can tell me that, since clearly there must be a reason for not just you and me, but this hero and the skeptic to be here. What reason do they have?
You're talking in circles.
Very much.
No, I'm talking in facts.
Well, it's kind of circular. Let's talk about this princess. I don't know if I'm getting any new information if I do this, but I'll try.
Just be quick about it.
Okay. The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her. And when I say let her, is because you forced me to have to let her kill me because you would not let me have any choice. And all she did was slit my throat. How is she supposed to end the world?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
I believe I am up to the task if you would let me take control of the reins and see it through, just to sate my curiosity.
You haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right?
Exactly.
What proof could you possibly ask for?
Lots.
Literally anything.
Yes.
Fine. Check your pockets.
I have pockets? Alright, I'll check my pockets.
Put your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope with the words, "The Evidence," written across the front.
Proof! Proof! Right there! This is astounding 100% proof that I cannot doubt the narrator for in any way, shape, or form. It's clearly not planted, scribbled, quickly hobbled together evidence. No, this is clear, concise proof in my pockets. Yes.
Within, you find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth."
Yep. Oh, it's just crystal clear. It's so obvious. It's just so insurmountable in how much proof there is with this handwritten note that magically popped into my pocket.
That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting?
Oh, that's supposed to be... Oh, fuck. My handwriting's better than that. It's like, it's not much better, but better than that.
I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust that these rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side.
Okay, that definitely indicates you know more than you're letting on, because there's rules you have to follow. Well, I need to know what those rules are. I want to know what those rules are.
You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to?
Exactly. If we deviate from your path, you're no longer on our side, narrator. You've already shown me your hand there.
Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk.
So you say.
I think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get.
I think you're right.
A warning.
Before you go any further, she will lie, manipulate, steal, cheat, blah, blah, blah.
She will lie.
Yes.
Don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take
the knife and do
what you're supposed to
do.
Wink.
Yeah. I'm not a skeptic, no. Not me, not I.
Did you just say wink out loud?
Well, it's not like I can see him winking.
No, I didn't. Wink.
Yeah, I like you.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
But I agree with him.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
This is different.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Do I take the blade? Well, yeah, I should take
the blade. is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Naturally. Let me take the blade. Actually, you know what? No. I am going to enter the basement without the blade first.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Okay, you know what?
Are you sure? She killed us with it last time. What if she turns it against us again?
Yes, I'm sure, and I've already got a plan for that.
Ooh, you do? I'd love to hear it.
Still with those past life delusions, are we? I hope part of that plan is don't give the world-ending monstrosity your only weapon, because unless you've decided to arm the princess, I don't think you need to worry about her having a weapon.
That's actually not a bad plan. Not a great plan, but not a bad plan.
Peachy. We'll be fine.
You know what? I'll trust you. I like you. We're getting along. I'll trust you.
Okay. I'm trusting you.
Yeah. Well, hey, don't I get to say here? What's the big idea? I kind of just trust him. I'm going to take the blade.
You
I
take
want
the
to see what
blade
his
from the
plan
table.
is.
It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yes, it would be so difficult.
Thanks. I mean it.
Oh, you're welcome, buddy. I am in your capable hands now. Lead me.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Not gonna lie, I kind of like this. I like how this is looking.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Oh, gladly. I'll definitely come down.
Does she remember us?
That's a good question, too.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Oh,
She
you
looks
are
up at you,
chained.
the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
They really wanted you chained up this time in case I free you, huh? Clever, narrator. Clever.
So much for cutting her out of here. Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table.
Oh, it was always on the table. It was just a question if I was going to do it.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Before, I always assumed it was just for her arm, and they just never bothered chaining it. But that is an odd choice, that there's just this random empty binding there.
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, but I assumed it was for her other arm.
It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Oh, okay, sure. I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here, leave the princess in the basement. No, I'm gonna sit with her. I'm going to entertain this. We've come this far.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Fair enough.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit. Sure.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
That's a good question. My intentions, what do you mean?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Oh. Huh.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
I don't think she is.
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
Also a terrifying thought.
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
Then she should be able to theoretically survive getting stabbed in the heart.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
And why would that be? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh? Are we acknowledging that?
Yes.
I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
You do? That's so wonderful. What do you know then?
I guess what you said back in the woods really was true.
Indeed.
As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
Oh, has it, dear narrator? How has it complicated things for you?
It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
Right.
The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
Contingency, you say?
A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
I still am not trusting of you now. I'm incredibly doubtful of you. Because you're still not saying everything.
Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles.
Yeah, another very good point.
I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle.
Well, you failed.
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
Well, too bad. You're being confronted.
That's pathetic.
Ha!
I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
Very lucky.
Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
Oh, I won't. Just don't take control of what I'm going to do, and we won't have an issue.
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
Another glorious point. I like you so much.
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much.
I think I can handle it. What's a little crazy, right?
Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
But I'm refusing to accept that, because again, I'm a skeptic and I'm a stubborn ass. Too bad.
I won't.
Yes.
Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was just having a long conversation in my head in front of you, just sitting here staring at you. My mistake. My apologies. What happened after I died last time?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Interesting. So you didn't end the world then?
And now you're back.
Yeah.
Is that really all she knows?
Don't know. She could be lying. If she's telling the truth, though, that means she didn't end the world.
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
Not sure about that.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
Well, I'm leaning to trust you.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
We could be. We're both just prisoners. How am I supposed to cut you out? If you didn't notice, your head is in a shackle too.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
Oh, okay.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that. She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't. Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Okay, fine, I'll give you some doubt. Some benefit of a doubt. Maybe you're right. Maybe she wants the blade for me so then she can throw it and stab me. Who knows? But I just can't trust you. You're still not telling me the whole truth, narrator.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
Also a very good point. We don't know.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
And that's always a good thing to do, weighing your options. Which option is the good option?
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
Perhaps.
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
Now you're just being ridiculous.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Yeah, being too much of a skeptic isn't always good, but you could be right. They could just both be screwing with us in some way or shape or form. Very true. That other chain on the wall, who is it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
That was really sounding like a strong suggestion from you. I think I'm going to decline.
Maybe it'll fit.
You seem very confident about that. I'm going to decline that for now.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Yeah. You have a point. You have a point. Let's see. I'm just going to inspect the shackle. I'm just curious about the shackle. I'm just going to look at the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Why?
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
Okay, I kind of thought that might be a possibility. That's why I just wanted to look at it. I wasn't going to stick my body part into it.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
With caution,
But
yeah.
what if he's telling the truth?
He could be.
He isn't.
Alright, you're being a little too much of a skeptic now.
I am.
We've come this far, I might as well inspect it.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity.
Interesting.
I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
Why?
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
Why?
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
I expected as much, but I was hoping that maybe it wouldn't do that. And I was wrong. I was mistaken. I just wanted to look at it. I let curiosity get the better of me again.
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Oh, good. Good. Oh, good. That's great. Hi, I guess we're both here now. Isn't that wonderful?
Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Yeah, we are.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
It's hilarious, isn't it? Just absolutely hilarious. At least I have the corner. I like the corner. Corner's comfy. I can sit here and get really comfy cozy and we can chat some more. How's that sound?
What are we supposed to do now? Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
Well, it's not like we would really be able to cut ourselves out since it's around our neck. Pretty confident that's not going to work for us, considering the amount of time she has slit my throat.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty awful.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Indeed we did.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
It is important in some measure, but touching it is clearly not the smartest thing to do. I doubt she knew that was going to happen. I think she was expecting it, though. So we're both stuck here.
Yep.
Yeah, indeed. You sound so thrilled. What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
So how have you been down here for so long? Now you can tell me we're both prisoners in shackles. Ha ha ha. Did you know that this was going to happen to me?
No.
Yeah, I didn't really think you did, honestly. Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
Well, that's not fair. What else are we gonna do here? Come on, we can chat.
That's
rude. Very. Especially when I came here with the intention of helping you, mostly. Oh, I guess we'll just sit here and wait in silence for, well, I guess me to starve, since you clearly, I guess, don't need to worry about food. Lucky you.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything.
This is so boring.
That's kind of the deal with waiting.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
But there isn't.
Really?
Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent.
At least the world is safe.
Oh yeah, there's a benefit. There's a pro. The world is safe while we both rot.
It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
What are you talking about? We're not that far from the princess. The blade, fine. I don't think... Well, we might be able to use our legs to reach it. Do we have a tail? We're lizard-like. We might have a tail. I don't know. We haven't really inspected our body. But she's actually close at hand. She could probably beat me to death. Bash me against the wall a few times, yeah. Wouldn't be the first time, right? Yeah, you're not talking to me.
But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there.
Waiting!
Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
Well, strangely enough, I'm fine, other than being shackled.
How exactly does that work?
It just does.
And yet here I sit, perfectly fine.
But
your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again.
Delightful.
And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
You're not entirely wrong.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
And we haven't starved or dehydrated to death. So that's a pro, that's a plus. Maybe I'm like you. That's a good thing to learn. Hey, have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk, remember?
Oh, come on, indulge me for a little bit. Well, what else do we have to do here, besides wait?
Still rude.
Fine, I'll just sit here in silence. I won't annoy you too much, though I might annoy you more. We'll see. That is
You continue to wait in
interesting.
silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
Huh.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
Exactly. And the blade is not rusting.
She hasn't starved.
Also very true.
I guess she hasn't. Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass.
So how much time is actually truly passing?
Until suddenly, there are no walls. And then...
That is pretty cool.
And?
I think the narrator's gone again. He took a break or a nap, I guess.
I think he's gone.
Yes, he is.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
I know, right? And we could have passed the time by talking and chatting and maybe getting to understand more what's happening. Is that what we're waiting for now to actually have this conversation?
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
To be fair, it's nighttime. Oh. Oh. But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Oh, we will find her. Don't worry.
And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Oh, you are always so baffled by the mirror. Said that before. I'm just gonna approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
It does.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. No comforting them this time. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Oh, you've withered. Is it because I was trapped and waiting? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. And then we'll approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
That must be very confusing and disorienting. You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
that's actually really beautiful. It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? Especially if I'm the one hurting you. Yeah, because I have slain you a couple times.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Strangely enough, no, I don't resent you. Even when you've beaten me to a bloody pulp and slipped me down. Yeah, actually, if anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. Yeah, honestly, it does.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
Interesting. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is determined, but also cautious. One that would rather let the world move around her than move it herself. She will make for a patient heart.
Hopefully that balances out the beast one.
Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
I actually like that one too quite a bit. I am not entirely certain about that. I really don't know if I'm going to kill her. I don't have really any intent to do so. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
So, essentially, no, you don't know. Have you figured out what you'll want when we've finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Oh, okay. So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
All right. I will bring you more. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay. So we're not close then. All right. I am curious about this. I feel like this would be final, but I also feel like this would be final. I don't want to do that. I don't really want to do that either. So I guess I'm still, once again, ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Well, once more, we have completed another cycle. We have a few more things that have been a little clearer this time. But still, not everything is very clear. The narrator definitely knows more than he's let on, so I was right to not trust him fully. The princess seems to be in the dark, though, like we are. So that's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what the next path brings. But that's going to have to wait until next time. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And watch me for more Slay the Princess.